Alright guys, gals, welcome back to Yay Earth, Hunting Health. You can't do this unless you're on the earth. We're talking about hunting. I'm just going to do a little quick short video and tell you what I think about. I've seen guys asking about shoot canted, shoot vertical, split finger, 3 under. Well, let's just go right into split finger. Your knock height setting is probably not going to be as high as it would be 3 under. Mine is 3/16 above center. Some people shoot with it dead level. Like if I was just getting this bow in the mail, I was setting it up, I would probably, just because I know 3/16, I'd go right to that. But like you, if you shoot, hell, just start at a perfect 90. Shoot a bare shaft, see what happens. Most likely it's going to come out of there and kick up off your rest, and it's going to be knock high, which would give you a false reading of it being knock high, and it would hit knock high, but it'll do that. It'll bounce right off your arrow rest and give a knock high reading. So I just recommend, unless you want to experiment, I would go 3/16, 1/4 inch, 3/8. 3/8 is getting up there a little bit high, I think, for this bow, just judging by my experiments. So split, you're going to hover right around 3/16 to 1/4 inch of knock high setting. And when you shoot split, if you've never done it, if you pay attention to your arrow, I split vision shoot. So at 20 yards, if I'm going to shoot that camera dead center, heck, my arrow point, it might be that far below. So it's a little tough to reference up close, but when I get back there around 40, 50 plus yards, then it comes into play. It'll actually cover up my target, my arrow shaft will, and I got to kind of do the double vision thing and look through it. And I can get more range out of split finger. But if you go to split after shooting 3 under, you're going to feel like it's really, really awkward trying to get an anchor on your face, and some people are middle finger in the corner of their mouth. I'm slightly above that. Sometimes I go middle finger in the corner of my mouth at distance to gain more trajectory for my hand being in the way. But normally my index finger is hooked right under my cheekbone, and my middle finger is just above the corner of my mouth. So that's split. You just got to experiment and find your own style. 3 under, I'm going to say you're going to have a 3/8 or a 1/2 inch above 90 on your knock point setting, just because you got 3 arrows under the string, which you would want to bring those 3 fingers up near the center of the bow to get good flight. But your bare shaft will tell you everything you need to know. And a 3 under, you lose distance if you're wanting to shoot long range, because that brings the arrow up close to your eye, which at 30 yards, your bow hand might already be covering the target. I don't know. I used to shoot 3 under out of my longbow, and I done 2 under on a compound. Then I went to split because I wanted to stretch it out, and I had to force myself to get used to split. So that's kind of what I do. But 3 under, a lot of guys do 3 under and shoot a fixed crawl and gap shoot, and put your point, find your point on, and you can just adjust from there. Like if you got a 15-yard point on, have good form, put your point on the kill, and just let them have it. Let's say at 50 yards, heck, you might have that sucker jacked way up. It's just something you got to experiment with, and that's just how it is. But shooting canted, it's the same thing. If you shoot canted, it's just going to change your sight picture. Here, watch. Watch that arrow. There's vertical. That's a different sight picture. When you roll it, it brings the arrow way under your eye. It's all in what you want to do. So don't be afraid to experiment and find your own method. Don't do something because somebody else does. I've tried a lot of different ways, and finally I just found what works for me. So we're going to do some awkward angled shooting. I'm just going to take a few shots. I'm going to lay on my back and shoot. I'll lay on my gut and shoot, just like you would be crawling through the woods. Not that you would ever have to do that unless you're in a really hairy situation, but this is just for fun. If that deer comes in to your right and you're a right-handed shooter, what are you going to do? We're going to shoot that bow left-handed, ain't we?
Yeah.
And here comes Vesper. So I'm going to go over here and just take a few shots. We'll shoot vertical, we'll shoot a canted shot, and I guess I'll do my best to get it on video, so just bear with me. I'll do a vertical shot, just how I shoot. Vertical. And I know you can't see this very well, and here's going to be a canted shot. I'll show you those two hits. The canted one I hit just a little bit low because I don't do that. I'm not used to it. Here's what we're gonna do. Here, this is roughly about 20 yards. Say you're just sitting here.
You go first.
That deer comes in to your right. Can you shoot your bow left-handed? I don't do that all the time, but I'll show you that left-handed hit. Feels pretty weird.
Yeah.
That's that just high lungs right above that middle arrow with the splice feathers.
If I hit right there when I shoot my first deer, would I kill it?
Mm-hmm. You'd smoke him.
Yeah. Here's a bee.
This is hard for me to video myself. I just want to show you dead center at that camera what it looks like when I'm shooting like that, the way I anchor. Here's vertical. There's canted. Arrow comes right underneath the eye. Or you could even just lay it flat if you wanted. Whatever feels good to you, do it. Now when I shot left-handed, this is even more jacked up. I'm looking, I don't know really what I'm doing. Looking at the kill zone, this becomes pretty much way more instinctive than anything. So there you go. This is nothing special. Something to get you guys thinking about. Figure out your own thing to do. You don't have to copy anybody or be like anybody. Do your own thing. Okay, here's going to be another odd scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You may not ever do this in your life. I have once. Say you're belly crawling. You're on your belly. You've been on your belly for hours stalking these deer. And you position yourself to shoot because you're right-handed and you're on your belly. Can you do that? I'm not sure how you do it with a sight, but this is shooting very canted.
Yes.
So I'll position myself, and I've crawled for hours in the yard. So let's see if we can get him. I got 4 arrows to try.
Yep. So if he misses the dead center, he'll still be there. It
Shot high.
went right over his back.
Yep. And I didn't warm up doing this or anything. I'm just going for it.
Yes. if you can see where it is.
Okay, there's one high in the shoulder.
Like right, like.
That's pretty awkward. If I practiced it a lot, I could be pretty accurate. This is something I've never practiced. I've done it a few times when I was younger, but this is just showing you can do whatever you want. This is mainly for, I guess, instinctive shooters. So what if you were just sitting here wide open and you see deer coming, you think you won't have to take a shot? Just a scenario. You don't need to do all the comments, well, you're never gonna do that. This is just for fun. This is showing you can shoot your bow at any camp. I'm gonna lay flat on my back and try to kill that deer. I'll give myself 2 chances.
Yes.
Ooh, that was right under that thing. Now when I draw back, I'm putting torque on that string. I'm rolling it towards the riser and it keeps it on the little flipper rest. That arrow flew great. I was just holding the wrong spot.
Yes.
Dead center. Dead center heart shot. So let's go look at these. I'll just zoom you in. There was that arrow in the heart there laying on my back.
Yes. It seems.
Here's a shot from my belly, just so you guys can see a different angle. Hopefully I don't wipe the camera out. If I do, I guess that gives me excuse to buy another one. Okay, this is very awkward.
Oh.
That was dead center.
Dead center, Dad. You would have killed it.
Yeah, that was Smoke City.
You should really.
Did I thump him? All right, now I'm gonna get on my back.
You can see that after.
Again, if there's any criticizers, I don't go out and try to do this on purpose, but what if, huh? What if you were confident in doing this? You can do anything you want to.
Because it's weird?
Here, let me. That's getting real close to that little screen. There's.
Oh.
Lay your bow over flat. Perfect shot right there. We're not cutting. They'll just crawl to you. Spin that around. Big orange spliced feathers. Spliced orange and white. Yes, they're spliced. When you adjoin 2 things, they're spliced. I had one guy trying to tell me that's not splicing. White one's on my back. The one in the heart is on my belly. Alright, well that was just a little fun video for you guys starting out. If you don't know what style you want to shoot. Vesper, she has a little yellow recurve. I've showed her how to shoot. She shoots 3 under. And how do you do it? Tell them. How do you aim to try to hit your target?
With my point.
You use your point, don't you? At about 10 yards, I've showed her if she puts her point on the deer kill or a pop can, she's gonna hit it or get really close. Do you kind of like that way? Yep. So that's gap shooting.
Hey, Dad.
My personal shooting is I shoot split vision, split finger. So you gotta just go out there, shoot your bow, get a good setup. Some guys were asking what my arrow setup is, and this is a full length 340 gold tip. I use feathers. I used to shoot vanes out of my Matthews no cam. On this arrow, this is my practice arrow. This is a Kudu Point 125 single bevel. I'll be using these and muzzies. There is no insert weights or nothing. It's just a standard insert with 125 grain point. And about 4 years ago, I was shooting high FOC arrows. I was putting 100 grains at fact weights behind this, and it done good. But I can shoot a bare shaft with this setup. I got the draw weight set to where it accepts these 340 spines. That's what you got to do. A little bit of tuning of everything. If you're shooting heavy weight, you got to go stiffer on the spine or make your arrows shorter. There's all kinds of variables, and you just have to take the time to learn it if you want to get good. So you just got to get out there and practice, don't you?
Yeah.
You got to lay on your. Are you going to lay on your back and shoot, or nah? No, you might get your hair dirty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll wrap this up. If anyone knows about an Area 5150 bow, the Invasion, I think I might be looking to get one of those. So, and I've never had them. I know they have aluminum outboards, stuff like that. So I heard them were pretty cool. I might be interested. Anyway, start practicing.
Okay.
Deer season's coming, and I'm ready to put some kill shots on video, and we got to fill the freezer full of burgers, don't we? Deer burgers and back straps.
I'm gonna try to kill a splitter.
That's my deer. No, I think Vesper, she has a good chance at shooting one of these big ones we've been seeing. She's gonna go out with the crossbow this year. I got her a Barnett, maybe. I don't know. We'll do a video on that of Vesper practicing in the yard someday. So you will be seeing her shoot her first deer this year. We are gonna get this done, ain't we?
Yep, a buck and a doe.
Oh, you're gonna get both?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna wear that pink makeup?
No.
No?
I'm gonna wear face paint.
Yeah, you're too pretty to cake on all that makeup anyway.
I'm just gonna put 2 lines right here and 1 right here and 1 right here.
All right, guys. Hey, we'll see you on the next video. I'll keep trying to make them, even though sometimes I'm just dead tired after working on a hot bridge deck.